From outrunning an exploding aquarium filled with 16 tons of water, to the upcoming driving a bike off a mountain shocker in Dead Reckoning Part 1, here's a behind-the-scenes look at Mission Impossible's most expensive stunts from every movie. In this insane espionage world, the only thing more dangerous than the mission are the stunts. And should you choose to accept them, they'll make your wallet self-destruct. That's right, since the first Mission Impossible fish tank explosion, the franchise has been spending millions of dollars from both hands to deliver the edge-of-your-seat action it's known for. Heck, if you look back at Ethan Hunt's early escapades, they don't even look that impressive, because every next stunt becomes bigger, bolder, better, and beyond pricey. Still, I'd say Tom Cruise's first stunt, outrunning a fish tank, burned through a major portion of the movie's budget. Inside reports said the production wanted the film to be within the $40 to $50 million range, but the actor wanted a big, showy action piece, which turned out to be the aquarium blast. Get a load of this. It stretched the budget to $62 million. Tom also had an interesting time filming it. They did explode a huge tank, and the actor had to save himself from a flood of 4,000 gallons of water. He jokingly revealed some confusion about the explosion's countdown, wondering if he'd run on one or after one. But the rushing water wouldn't have waited for the counting, so all the instructions he got was when you hear the blast, run like your life's at stake, 'cause it was. The Top Gun actor did exactly that, injuring his ankle, but successfully filming his desired action scene. You know what they say? Never look back while outrunning explosions. After this, Tom set his sight high, and by that, I mean top of a mountain high, doing free rock climbing for Mission Impossible 2's intro scene. If you've got a height phobia, I suggest you look away from this stunt. Even some brave viewers were biting their nails watching the actor climb without a safety net. Get this. The director, John Woo, was so rattled by it that he didn't want Cruise to do it. But does the star ever listen? Nope. So, John refused to look at the screen while his hero dangled 2,000 feet from the ground at Dead Horse Point, Moab, Utah, wearing only a harness that was digitally removed later. Unfortunately, it wasn't a one and done and required 7 takes to get it right, under the scorching sun. They used 5 different cameras that were mounted on a helicopter, a crane, and they had dangling camera operators. That's a couple of grand right there. Cruise also injured his shoulder while jumping from one cliff to another, so they would need visual effects to fix that up, wasting more money. But you know what's the mind-blowing part? None of it was necessary. The scene didn't contribute to the movie's plot in any way. Tom just thought it'd be the perfect intro for his Daredevil character. And yes, as nerve-wracking as it was, the guy was spot on. It screamed Ethan Hunt. The spy loves playing with danger, be it hanging from cliffs or running from missiles. The latter happened in Mission Impossible 3. This scene upped the ante on your regular outrunning and explosion action sequence, where our favorite IMF agent had to escape a missile. Thankfully, the mummy star didn't have to face the real deal, but he did have to run at top speed on a bridge and get slammed into a car as a result of the impact. The director J.J. Abrams said, all this was done with an insane combo of a practical set, practical effects, and visual effects. Now here's the crazy part. They didn't film at a real bridge, they created one in the desert. Yep, they built it just for that one running shot, then toppled cars all over it to make it look like an explosion hit them. So that's where a good portion of the money went to. After some impressive VFX magic of adding a missile, Cruise running away intensely, and then getting smacked into a car with a cable, the outcome looked real enough to make your jaws drop. Worth the money? No. But after this third movie, there was no going back. Tom was addicted to the expensive taste of danger, so in Ghost Protocol, he set out to do something that's never been done before. Conquer the world's tallest building, Burj Khalifa. Man, it makes me wince wondering how much money they'd need training for this, hiring around 100 Dubai locals to sort out road closures and seat cleanups, using the heli-mounted IMAX cameras and more. Bet this would have made your head spin already, but hang tight and listen to this. Burj Khalifa's a no-fly zone. You need a special permit to bring your chopper there. That must have cost production a pretty penny. Then there was the heli fuel cost. Director Brad Bird said they had to land the helicopters constantly to change the IMAX film magazines, because they don't last very long for the lengthy stunt. Perhaps the most shocking part for me was breaking Burj Khalifa's 35 windows. Yeah, they did that, because there was no other way to access the outside. Yikes. Finally, when they overcame all these costly obstacles, Tom stepped out, hanging only by the high-tension cables and battling top-speed winds, like it's just another casual day at work. I say casual because he made it look like it, otherwise it was insanely dangerous. And just when you think these stunts can't get any crazier, Ethan Hunt says, "Hold my sunglasses as I go out to hang by the side of an airborne plane." That happened in Rogue Nation, where the actor threw all common sense out the window, only focusing on delivering a heart-stopping sequence. It may look like the scene used special effects, but let me assure you, it was 100% real. The actor did hang outside an Airbus as it took off. He did it 8 times. Whoa, why do people say the world doesn't have real superheroes when this guy's right here? But how did he do it? Well, first, production spent a hefty amount getting the plane. Then, they built a custom wind-resistant frame for the camera mounted on it. Next came securing the A-lister as he took off 1,000 feet in the air, where a full-body harness came in handy, mounted to the jet's door securely through cables and wires. Still, they weren't sure how safe it'd be, so they sent a dummy first, and then a stunt double to ensure everything was A-okay. With this much effort, no wonder Rogue Nation's budget ballooned to $150 million. Still, it was worth every penny, because the movie gathered over $700 million. I gotta say, the franchise knows how to leave you breathless, both from the stunts and the eye-popping price tags. And they keep coming, with the actor now straight up dropping from the sky in Mission Impossible Fallout. In this movie, he did a high-altitude low open or halo dive, where he'd free fall from 25,000 feet and open his parachute at the last minute. Sounds absolutely bonkers. Then you know it's right up Hunt's alley. Get this, he jumped over 100 times to get the perfect shot, and they'd film only 1 jump a day. They even made a special prop so the viewers could see it's indeed him doing the stunt. The craziest part is, to train for it, which took months by the way, they found a company to build one of the biggest wind tunnels in the world. That's where our daredevil practiced the stunt, also while training for his skydiving and helicopter flying license. Tell you what, the halo jump may not be more expensive than Cruise's roof jump in the same movie. It was simple compared to the skydive, but the actor broke his ankle and needed intensive rehab. That stopped production, costing the film $80 million. But did it stop Tom from doing stunts again? You bet it didn't. Instead, he planned another jump, but this time, it involved driving a motorbike off a mountain in Dead Reckoning Part 1. This movie is yet to release, but its behind the scenes has been released to create hype, and it's working big time. Even seeing the behind the scenes footage made many viewers' hearts leap to their throats. Imagine what the cinematic version would look like. For this, they built a platform for the bike to speed off a mountain, of course, with Cruise driving it. He drives it off the crazy high cliff in Norway, and then opens his parachute. He did about 500 of these super expensive jumps. Someone give this man an honorary Oscar for Best Stunt Spending Performance already. Also, word has it, that actor has already filmed the most expensive stunt of the franchise for Dead Reckoning Part 2, which involves 3 biplanes with Cruise walking on top of them, mid-air. By this point, why name the franchise Mission Impossible? They're all possible at the end of the day thanks to massive checks and Tom's love for death-defying stunts. So from the upcoming driving a bike off a mountain shocker in Dead Reckoning Part 1, to outrunning an exploding aquarium filled with 16 tons of water, that was a behind-the-scenes look at Mission Impossible's most expensive stunts from every movie.